action here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Again, it's Fournette. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. And Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. It'll go as a gain of 9. And it's good enough for a Jacksonville first.
What kind of game are we going to have in store for us? I understand the call here if it's the final 2 minutes and you're losing. But this is the opening drive of the game. That is too big a chance for my blood. But give them credit. They got it to pay off.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Bortles now on 1st down. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, file it away, lad, file it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie? When you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad? Yeah.
From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now a first down throw, Watson. And his first look is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he... He's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. Brand 38.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And now running right through him. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense. First down and 10. As possession changes hands here, I get to talk to you about the Super Bowl. It's New England and Philly, a repeat of Super Bowl 39, although that one was in Jacksonville. This one, of course, in Minneapolis.
Yeah, I think the only thing that really changes is the weather.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, with the last couple of plays for the offense not being good at all, my thought process as a coordinator, get the ball in the hands of my best player and see if I can salvage anything out of this drive.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They do go for it. It's Bortles. Steps away to his left. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Charles, let's step into a conversation about Houston in 2017 as their offense comes back onto the field here. But just 1-9 in their last 10 games, finished 4-12. You and I know, though, injuries really ravaged this team.
Absolutely destroyed this team. And look, we focus on Deshaun Watson, the quarterback, and rightly so. He was probably going to be the rookie of the year. But when it started for injuries, his defense. J.J. Watt, perennial all-pro, goes out early. Whitney Merciless, double-digit sack guy out. Brian Cushion, starting linebacker, out. When you start totaling up the injuries they had through the year, it's almost amazing that they made it through the entire season, able to play the schedule. So that's what you're looking at with the Texans, who have been a defense-first team. If they can get everyone back healthy, playing to their level, and get Deshaun Watson back sparking the offense, optimism will be high in 2018.
So 2nd and 8 here after the penalty. Gun, Watson. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 26 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Fournette on the counter. And some room to maneuver. Still going. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. A first down carry now for Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now it's Watson. It's hauled in by Ellington. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Watson trying to get his guys moving.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Bortles now on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for his second sack of the night. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Bortles. Buying time to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go now.
And the slot man goes in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. Eluding and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Doug Marrone going to send out his field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
To throw is Watson. That's caught. Fedorowicz. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
Here we go. White, none. Black round.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Back to throw, Watson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down.
Let's go.
The final shot before the break, Watson going for the deep ball. And this is going to be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Second half begins with a run from Miller. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down, here's Miller. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll toss it to Miller. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Texans will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Bortles now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Malik Jackson breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's fielded at the 34. 49-yard punt. 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, here's Bortles. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
They just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. He's got Fuller. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. On first down, it's Watson. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Ooh, with a juke. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Miller. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And some space here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. The other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football, and that might be the direction that they're going to go right now. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that, Dan. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Bernardrick McKinney. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. From the gun, it's Bortles. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. A good pickup there at 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. Here's Watson, and he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Calais Campbell with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Shane Leckler now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Bortles to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now Bortles steps away to his left. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
A gain of 3, second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now Bortles. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here we go now.
To throw is Bortles. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. Throwing is Bortles, and his throw is incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. What a play. Maybe a game-saving play on the knockdown there.
That was beautiful, wasn't it? If you're looking at it from the defense's perspective, they looked like they had a shot at it, maybe a completion. Ball gets knocked away. Can they rise up and do it again?
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And this offense on third down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is third and goal.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Back to throw, Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big play.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. I certainly didn't envision that. This late in the fourth, thought they'd just take the 3 and the lead. They went for the hammer. It didn't work out, though.
I'm trying to work with them. I'm trying to get into their mind right now and say, okay, why would we fake it here in hopes of getting 6 points rather than taking the 3 and taking...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. The Texans on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now Watson. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. A very solid gain of 27. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. A partner, a great game that we got to see, and making an extra